Good afternoon, dear brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon.
Do I need a microphone or I can be without? Can you hear me? Or you need for the techniques? No? You are fine. Because you see, my apologies, I cannot stand and preach. So I have to a little bit walk to have exercise. It's a great time to be among you. You see, a long time when I've been here last in this church, maybe over 10 years. It's passed from the time I've been here. I just see one change in the church. I don't know if I'm correct or not. Do you know which change I can see here in the building?
Roof.
Roof? No, I haven't seen the roof on the top. I mean inside the church. No? Okay. When I came here 14 years ago, I was quite wonder why we have 10 commandments when you walk into the door. And do you know what was here?
The cross.
There is nothing now. I don't know what happened as these changes, but something is empty behind me. I know what kind of great controversy went through here, but I remember the story when I've been told how great the controversy was to take the 10 commandments from here, to put them there, and put the cross here. Do you know this story, somebody? Maybe just Silly would remember this, yeah? Daphne will tell you even better stories. She was coming early morning to the church. Instead of the cross, the 10 commandments was again there. Daphne was taking 10 commandments, putting there, carrying cross from there through the church, putting there. You know, I'm not going in this one, but I just would like to say that this, like 10 commandments, all the cross, it came something we want to have it up front of us. In Ukraine, you know, originally I'm from Ukraine. Mainly in all the churches have 10 commandments there. And I was asking many times people in the church, why do we have 10 commandments there? Do you know? What's the reason? Tell me. Why do we have 10 commandments even there?
To remind us.
Why do we have a cross? When we look at 10 commandments, what does it remind us? What does it tell us, 10 commandments? What is reminding us? About whom?
Our character.
See, 10 commandments for me, reminding me Old Testament God. Because if I would like to have a 10 commandments in the New Testament, they should be written differently. Are you agree with me? Because in the Old Testament, if you read the commandments, don't kill or do not do adultery. That means if you go against these 10 commandments, what is happening with you? If you break 10 commandments, what happened with you in the Old Testament? You've been stoned. That's what we have in there. 10 commandments. Do you know what says New Testament about these 10 commandments? And nobody stoned us. Jesus said, if you just watch with the lust for the woman, what are you doing? You're breaking the 7th commandment. And nobody killing you. The 10 commandments, New Testament said, not just to killing physically, but if you're saying something against your brother, you are killing him. What the New Testament? Easier or stronger? What do you think?
Stronger.
Much more stronger. And if you want to, people of Christian New Testament, have 10 commandments in the church, let's write them from the New Testament. Put them on the wall and say, if you say something against your brother, you are killing him. That means you have to test yourself. If you are looking differently on the woman who is walking near there, you are doing adultery. You have to think about your brain, what you are doing. If you are stealing in your mind, just you are stealing something you are thinking about, you are sinning against 10 commandments. That's what God wants us to have. Of course, today it's difficult for us sometimes to preach. We had today in Sabbath school lesson, we're talking about the Bible, about the Israelites, how we have to pray for our enemies, how we have to love them, how we have to do something in the different people who do some harm to you. It's easy to say when you are reading the story from Babylon. It's easy to say when you're reading about the Israelites. But now if you are talking about the Ukrainians and Russians, and if you want to say Ukrainian people, you have to love your Russian neighbor who is coming and killing you. Just practically tell me how to do it. If they come and killing your mother, killing your daughter, killing your wife, raping them, how to love them, tell me. Practically how to get through this all. How to be a real Christian, not just on the reading, not just talking about that. The real love. How getting through that. This is what Jesus wants us to be born again, to be a different people, not just thinking about the feelings which we have today in our hearts. How to break this, how to speak with Jesus and asking him, Jesus, help me. I know our pastors in Ukraine who are preaching. I spoke with one of them yesterday. Every morning he is preaching on the Facebook and on the YouTube. Vasyl, you can find him on the Facebook, who understand Russian and Ukrainian a little bit, you can understand. And he said, I'm just preaching from the Psalms. And you know, in Psalms, David was telling many times against his enemies, how they should be punished, how they should be killed, how they should, and that's what he is preaching, what has to happen with the enemies. And I said to him, brother, you have to change a little bit your sermons, because that could make not the love, but the hatredness for the others. And that was always. We are living through that great controversy all the time. How to be a good Christian. You know, we just sang the song. We say, I love to tell the stories. I always love to tell the stories from Jesus' time. Today is one of them, which we had the scripture reading, about the Jesus. And he always dealt with people. He always tried to help people. But on that time, when the leaders of that time, they see that he is taking more and more attention in the society, they were not happy with that. Why do we have war in Ukraine? Because somebody can see somebody is getting better, and we don't want him to be better. We want him to be like out of wars. That's why we're trying to do something bad. That's what happened with that leaders. They're trying to catch Jesus. They're trying to put him down. They're trying to do everything possible. Just if you're reading chapter 7, the Pharisees, the teachers of that time, all that, they even sent a special agent to Jesus to catch him in something, what he's saying wrong, arrested him and bring him to the synagogue. And you know, when they came back without Jesus, and they tell him what happened. Are you as well became a Christian? Are you as well his disciples? Why you didn't bring him here? Do you know what kind of report there was? No one has been teaching as this man. They could not do anything. And they still try to do everything possible. Jesus, after the teaching, he went on the mountains. I don't know why. After the hard work all day, he went to the mountain. Maybe nobody invited him to his home, to their homes. Or maybe he just wanted to be alone with his father in prayer. We don't know. But we just know that chapter 8 said that early morning, chapter verse 2, early in the morning, he came again into the temple. He came again down into the temple and he tried to teach people. And what's interesting that on that early morning, the agents who continue, these Pharisees, these teachers of people, they tried to look after Jesus, but that night they were busy something else. On that very early morning, they brought somebody else to him. People were gathering around him, and he sat down and told them. Then scribes and Pharisees brought to him a woman caught in adultery. You know, it's very old sin. And they caught that woman in adultery. They brought to Jesus. And what is interesting? And when they had set they in their midst, they said to him, Teacher, this woman caught in adultery in the very act. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned, but what do you say? Can you see the way what these people are doing, the scribes, the Pharisees, what they are doing? They said, look, this is the case, and this is the solution should be done. They didn't wait for solution of Jesus Christ. They tell him straight away, this is what we have done, that's what we call this woman, and this is the solution. And you know, when we're saying our children, don't go to the internet, don't watch them, whatever is happening there. What these people were watching, what did they say to Jesus when they brought that woman there? What did they say? She been caught in the very act. What they were doing? They were watching very act. Can you imagine? And it's written in the Bible. And they brought her there. And it says, she is a big sinner. Now I will have a question to you. What do you think? Was she sinner or she wasn't? What do you think? She was?
Yes. Like all of them.
What did she say that, oh, I didn't do it? Or was she trying to something rectify herself? No. She admitted she was a sinner. And she was waiting there for the judgment. And you know, what Jesus answered to these people? If you are reading very carefully, look. Verse 6. This they said, testing him, that they might have something of which to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and wrote on the ground with his finger, as though he did not hear. What was the answer of Jesus? What did he say? Nothing. He didn't answer. He was quiet. And you know what is more frustrating? If I ask some question and people are quiet, they don't know what they think. You try to pull the answer, they're quiet. They're not answering. You become angry inside. You try to insist. You try to ask again that answer from these people, and you cannot get it. Especially it happens in the families. When parents or somebody a little bit have argument between them. And after that, husband asks wife and she is quiet. Does it happen? No. It's not easy to get an answer. I had one story how one husband was my friend. Actually, you know him. He was pastoring here one very short time, Michael Woodson, with Olga. Just before the William came in. And something happened in the family. He was coming one day, she's not answering, she's not talking to him. Second day, third day, he didn't know what to do. The wife is not talking to him. And what he was done, on one midday, he came home, he took a candle, and he started to walk everywhere and under the bed and everywhere he started looking something. And his wife was wondering, what is he looking for? She could not bear anymore. She said, "What are you looking for?" I said, "That's what I was looking for, your words, that you start to talk to me." Sometimes it's so difficult to pull these words out from these people, and they try to pull these words from Jesus, come out, and he was quiet. And what he was doing, just something writing, and they were interesting, like my friend, he was looking with the candle and they came and they looked, what is he writing there? And they were insisting for the answer. And you know what you said? Okay, if you want to answer, I'll give you the answer. He stood up and looked at them and said, okay, who is without the sin? First of you, throw the stone to her. Do you know what does it mean? Jesus, very nice, very careful, took their brain in his hands from that woman and turned into themselves. Look not at this woman. Don't think about her salvation. First of all, think about yourself. Have you done everything right in your life? Are you okay? Why are you judging her? You haven't judged yourself first. If you want to know your answer, come and have a look. And he stood down again and he started to continue to write on the dust. We don't know what he was writing. We just think what he was writing there. 3 times in the Bible, we can find God is writing by his finger. Do you know these 3 times? Yeah. All 3 times. He was writing by his finger. First time, 10 Commandments. This is the law. The second time, in Babylon, when he was telling many tekel person, yeah, 4 words. What did it mean? Your kingdom is done. It's gone. And you await found very light. You are done. And the 3rd time in the New Testament, God is writing on the dust. The first of all, it was 10 Commandments, the law, which you have to be judged for. In Babylon, there was a sentence. You are, regarding this law, you are dying. In the New Testament, in the end of this writing, he looked at that woman and said, you are saved. What do you want to be written about you? We can't change this. This is original. But we can change how the finger of God is going to write about me, like in Babylon or like Jesus on the dust. What is he going to write for me? When he was writing, what is very interesting point, when these scribes, Pharisees, were looking there and said that they left Jesus, you know in which order? There is written a special order. From the elder one to the last. Why? You know, when it happens something like that, the pastor, the elders, the deacons are the first time to see and look, oh yeah, this person is not right. We need to do something. We need to discipline this person. We need to follow the church manual. We need to do this. We need to do that. They are first dealing with that. And when Jesus said to them, hey, pastor, have you looked at your life? Hey, elder, did you check your life? And then you think, okay, leave me alone. I am running away because now everybody would know about my life. You know, better I will go from here. They left from the elder to the last one. And in the end, Jesus is coming. Where are your accusers? Did they condemn you? And what the answer from the woman? She said, no one, Lord. And Jesus said to her, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. What you say by these words? You've been sinning up to now. But go and sin no more. Is it possible? Are we all sinners?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Or somebody is holy, he is not sinning. Till I see all of you in this dress, that means we are sinners. Because if you would be holy without the sin, the glory of God would be around us. We don't need to carry this dress in this hot weather. It would be much better for us. But we are all still sinners. And Jesus said, go and sin no more. That means go. Go with my grace. The law brought you here. The law brought you here to me. That's when Apostle Paul said that the law is bringing people to Jesus. That is true. Because all the sinners who are breaking the law, they need to come to Jesus. And these people, accusers, came and brought that woman and threw it to the hand, to the legs of Jesus, to the feet of Jesus. That's the right place where we have to be, in the feet of Jesus. If you are sinners and waiting for Jesus' grace. And he said, go and sin no more. Of course, we try, but with God's help. Do you know the word from John chapter 3:16? Who knows this verse by heart? Maybe in your own language you know that one. John 3:16. Do you know this verse? What is he saying about? God so loved the world, and he gave his begotten Son, that not perish but had everlasting life. I would like to ask you who knows by heart verse 17. Straight after the 16. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be. What you said to this woman? I do not condemn you. I am saving you. That's why I came to this world. This is my mission. However you came to Jesus doesn't matter. But Jesus said, look, all what is happening at this point, you had the old life up to now. And now you are clean. People are not condemning you. Why? They left. They ran away. They are busy with their life themselves. They forgot about you now. They don't judge you anymore. Can you imagine? I'll tell you one more story. Sometimes I would like to invite some guests to my home. And I'm telling my wife, look, I would like to invite this and this people. Said, no, not now. Why? It's not clean there, it's not there, there is outside, this has to be clean, this and that. Don't do that now. Do you know why? Because what people will say about me after.
Yeah. Amen.
That's what happened here. What people are going to say about this woman, but when she stood up, said, no, they're gone. They don't think anymore about me. They have enough what to think about themselves. Can you imagine nobody talking about you anything bad? Can you imagine this life? I don't know. I can't. It's difficult for me. But you said, nobody's talking from people about you. I am not condemning you. You are a clean person. That's what you said. Now go and sin no more. Don't give food for these accusers. Don't give them that they can come again to your life. Just cut off. Go, you have a new beginning. You have a new life, new start. I'm giving that one to you. You know what Jesus wants to give us today? This new life, new start, new beginning every day. That come to me. Tell me what is in your heart. I have this power. That is my mission in this world. Not to condemn you, but to clean you, to give you a new life, to save you. Let's ask Jesus today. Not to condemn you, but to give you a new life. And every day, as soon as we open our eyes in the morning, God gave us another new beginning, another new life that we can go forward and sin no more. Amen.